Kama Sutra. It's not Kama Sutra, it's just Kama. I'm just being dramatic. But well, word on the street is that the Kama is hitting Atlantic really hard. They are saying that Pacific is literally sinking as we speak, okay? Now, we're also going to be talking about this entire thing with Miss Red basically dancing like Lil Kim. And Forbes wrote an article about Nicki Minaj. Landon Hill had a couple of words to say about, what went wrong with the deal with Nicki Minaj. It seems like Caresha has managed to beg Rick Ross for Caresha Please Season 2. Cousin Sloth has got an album coming, and Bia is out there trolling on TikTok using Cleo's sound. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about the sinking Pacific ship, okay? It seems like Pacific is actually sinking. It seems like the karma is hitting them hard. Now, one would wonder, where did they put the money? What went wrong with their business decisions? Now, I would like to act like I don't even know what that is about, but we all know that's what happens when you take a dolly with no talent. Because when you take somebody with no talent, no personality, nothing, and you're just bringing them because they have Instagram followers, you're going to have to buy everything. And buying everything means that, well, you're misusing the cash flow, okay? Because what do you mean you're bringing in somebody who has nothing to bring to the table but a BBL and crooked teeth? Okay, I'm sorry that was mean. I didn't want to say that because those were her original teeth. I don't play like that. No, forget I said that. Let's go back to what I'm saying. This girl brought nothing but a BBL and baby talk. Okay, and so it means they had to purchase the lyrics from Patterson Fontaine. Allegedly they had to purchase the cadence, okay, from reference tracks. They had to purchase PR, okay, because nobody on a normal day would pay attention to somebody who's out there saying she sha 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 sha, talking like a baby. Nobody will in their right minds will be fascinated by that. So obviously they had to buy the propaganda, okay? That means what? Money. So it's a lot of money that they spent on building their project XY. So, of course, they bled a lot of money. And, of course, that will lead to bankruptcy. And, of course, that will lead to questions on, did you even, have a calculation of the return? Would there be enough return for you to be losing that much money on an artist? Okay. But anyway, let me just stop doing much of the talking and let me just plug you on to the man who came out there talking about it. His name is Demi. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce that. But allegedly, he is a radio executive. And he is revealing that, well, the label is struggling to the point that they are allegedly even engaging a Niger billionaire to, invest in the music business. This is what the man had to say. I'll catch you after that.
Breaking news. More blood spilt at Atlantic. 50 artists dropped from the label today, according to Ray Daniels. Not to mention Hits Magazine reporting that Julie Greenwald is running around the hallways like a chicken with her head cut off, spilling everywhere and putting everybody on the spot. Look, I don't know what's going on. The only thing that I know is it's much worse than earlier reported, because they're even hitting up Nigerian billionaire, I forgot his name, Ogalisi, I think his name was, Ogunlisi. I hope I'm saying that right, but they've even been trying to get him to invest in the record business right now. I mean, streaming is flat. It's not growing. There's no catalog. There's no money coming in, and you're making these massive cuts. I mean, why would you invest in Atlantic Records right now? It's obvious they can't manage a company. You know what I mean? Breaking news. I mean, look, I mean, and there's talks of Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars and them needing the money from the billionaires so that they can stabilize and sign these artists so they have records coming out. I mean, look, the smarter thing would for Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars would to be go independent and find an outside investor. And by the way, if you guys do, I know just the person to go to. But anyways, yeah. And apparently Julie and Leor were going at it at one point. I didn't even know this. Apparently Leor stabbed Julie in the back when he was going for Max's job when Max was on the way out. I mean, this is Days of Our Lives type stuff. I mean, it's all coming in fragmented. I'll sift through it and let you know when I know more. I mean,
Well, there you heard it. He said it. I didn't say it. So yeah, honestly speaking with these, I'm just saying, oh my God, I'm having such a good time. I'm having such a great time. I love watching as karma unfolds, because at the end of the day, if you do wrong to people that have not done you wrong, this is exactly what you end up with. Okay. A sinking ship like Pacific. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you feel bad for the record label, or are you just like, well, it's that Onika voodoo, okay? That Trini voodoo is hitting them hard, okay? And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Miss Red. Now, one thing about Miss Red is when she's out there doing her shows for her tour, she has a good time always. Okay, she's always having a good time. So she decided to do the Lil Kim signature dance, and I was just like, there is none of your songs actually require you to be doing this dance, Miss Red. So what is this really about? Okay, she was doing this whole entire peeping thing. Oh my God, I'm a thief, I'm trying to steal thing type of thing. And of course that was received with a lot of humor on the internet, with some people saying that, well, that's her paying homage to Lil Kim, and some people feeling like, well, that was her basically mocking Lil Kim. Now, I have seen how Miss Red moves, okay? I've seen how she moves, and I honestly, genuinely don't think that that was meant to be shared. If anything, I feel like that was meant to be homage. She does not strike me as somebody that would, out of nowhere, shade Lil Kim. I don't think so. If anything, in my own opinion, that was her just having a good time. And you do know that the girl is funny. She just does anything. So yeah, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about Miss Red and her moves on stage. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, Cousin Sloth. Now, of course, Cousin Sloth nailed the VMA performance. I mean, I spoke about it in my previous video. She did, she did well. She did really well. The choreography was choreographing, and the song itself, especially when she performed Yeah Glow, I was like, okay, the crowd was really hyped up. She didn't have to shout and say that make some noise for me or anything like that. She ate, she cleared, and she left no crumbs. Okay, so that being said, it seems like she also decided to take to the moment of the VMAs to announce to us that, well, she is working on another interview, and she allegedly is going to be calling it the G word. She said that, well, she will be dropping that album next month, and it starts with a G, and she believes that it's actually going to go number one. Now, in as much as she's a great performer and everything, I love her confidence. That's what I would say in as far as the album going number one thing is. I mean, it's okay to speak, to manifest and speak things into existence. I get it. But do I think that is actually realistic? I don't think so. For somebody who sold like what, 20s, going number one, that's a little bit of a stretch, eh? But yeah, as long as she continues to have the same features on her album, I really don't see any change that would possibly come out there, as long as it's going to be Bongo 2 on the album and the Transformer on the album. I mean, what else do you have right up under your sleeve? Maybe if you've got a song, maybe if you put your Gotti there, or maybe if you put Jay-Z there. But on a serious note, you guys, let's wait to hear how the album is going to sound. It seems like after all, the girl's not a one-hit wonder, as people speculated initially. She got up, dusted herself up, and decided to put back the work in. And for that, I will always respect her, okay? Now, that being said, let us move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Landon Hill. Landon Hill is the artist that at some point people believed was signed to Nicki Minaj's label, Heavy on it. And so after some time, Nicki then came out to say that, Landon Hill is not signed to her and things like that. And when she was out there unfollowing people, unfortunately, Landon Hill was one of the people that got unfollowed by Nicki Minaj. And some people were speculating that, well, there must be tea on there. Maybe there's saltiness there. You just know how people are like. So it seems like she came out basically debunking that, well, something went wrong. She basically did not want to air out whatever went wrong or whatever happened between the two of them. And I love how she kept it respectful, very demure. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm using that word. Yeah, that's lame. But forget I said that. But anyway, yeah, she came out basically being very civilized about the entire thing, not bashing anyone, not gaslighting anyone. And I thought she handled the interview very well. And I feel like if you want to have respect from people, this is how you handle, conflict in business. Like, there's no need for you to be going out there being delusional and saying that you gave a legend opportunities and things like that. This is how you handle going your separate ways when it comes to business. So yeah, let me just set what she had to say, and then I will catch you after that.
It was announced that Nicki was starting the label, and it was also announced that that few of the artists signed to that label. Let's start slow. What was your initial reaction when that became public?
I was jumping off of couches. Like, when I tell you jumping off couches, like, I was excited. I was ready. I was jumping off couches. I was excited. Like, who wouldn't want to sign to the queen? You get what I'm saying? So that was my reaction off the gate.
And that's something you've been dreaming about from a young girl from the Bronx.
Been wanting to, for sure.
For like forever, right?
Right.
And so I'm sure it's like, to you, it was like, I know in an interview you said you couldn't believe it at one point.
I said that. I was like, nah, I'm in disbelief.
Yeah.
There's times even when she would call my phone, it's like you just can't even like speak. Like, your stomach is in knots. It's like, is this real? Is this like really happening? And that's just what it be for me. She synced it for me. You get what I'm saying?
She saw the talent.
Right.
She acknowledged that.
When everybody said no, she said yes. And that's what it was for me. And I have the utmost respect for her for life.
The elephant everyone wants to know, like, I think everyone wants to know, like, what is your relationship with her?
We're good. It's no beef. It's no drama. It's no whatever the internet wants to spur or think. It's none of that. I have respect for her. She got respect for me. And that's just how it is. Like, it's still the same relationship that we had. So, if that answers your question.
Nothing's changed. It's literally, or nothing ever was, there wasn't even ever something to change.
That's the whole thing.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
It's just what the internet be doing.
Yeah.
I don't listen to those things. I don't know what they talk about. I don't look at what they talking about.
You know what's so crazy?
I be in my own world. Like, for real. I really real life be in my own world.
It's crazy that,
like, I have to really put a project out. I got to keep the music on. I got that I need to do, that I have to work and put my work in. So I have to put my time to that. I can't be on the internet, listen to what people saying on the internet. It's like, no.
I think the confusion came from, because it was publicly endorsed.
Right.
It was like a public endorsement of you. I think people were just like, they started like
putting their own
romanticizing this thing together. And they're like, oh, yes. And also, let's be fair, people did want to see you win. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, she's with Nicki. This is great. We'd love to see them together. Because they champion you. They want to see you
win.
That. So it was like,
now the next thing that we are going to be talking about,
they started creating their own story.
About Caresha. It seems like Caresha is out there getting Rick Ross for Caresha, please. She did make an advert and made it known to us that the first guest that's going to be coming out for Caresha Please Season 2 is none other than Rick Ross. Now. Do I think that this is actually going to be catchy? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, for a season opener, you would expect somebody more interesting, in my own opinion. And I don't think that Rick Ross is just that, unfortunately. But I might be wrong, eh? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Bia is out there cutting up on TikTok. Now, you guys do know that somebody there on TikTok decided to turn Cleopatra's, part when she was talking about, ate, everybody ate, everyone had eaten, basically. They decided to turn that in a song. And Bia is out there saying, well, when you get on the tour bus and and realized that everybody ate, and she was dancing along to that. And of course, people thought like, well, that was her trolling Cleo. If anything, I think she was just having a good time with a sound that's trending right now, because that sound is actually it's trending right now. So if anything, I don't think that was meant to be messy. I think she was just having a good time, in my own opinion. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Bia basically using that sound. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to be talking about, it seems like Bia finally saw that video of Madonna using his sound, and this is what she said. She said, me and Madonna have the same birthday, 8/16, big cat. Okay, and then she also said, I don't hang with jealous bees, and that's the song that Madonna was listening to when people were speculating that, well, she was out there shading Paprika Spice for being a jealous bee. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we are gonna be talking about Scrappy. It seems like Lil Scrappy is out there shooting his shot at Summer Walker. Now, in my VMA video, I did talk about the fact that, well, Summer Walker looked like a snack. Okay, she looked gorgeous in that print. Okay, she looked amazing. The red lipstick, everything was just complementing each other, and it seems like it was so nice to the point that Lil Scrappy is like, oh my God, where are you? Come to me, come to Zaddy. Okay, meaning himself. I don't think that is the daddy anyway, but it seems like he's out there shooting his shot. Now, do I think that this would make any sense? Absolutely not. But do I believe that Summer Walker would actually go and be with Scrappy? Absolutely, because Summer is well known for being with people that I'm like, go, what are you thinking? Go, what is you thinking? Hey, go, what is the thing? Like, seriously, what are you thinking? Like, I hope she does not pay attention to that. I hope she does not end up being with Scrappy, because what? Like, with Scrappy, you won't have only him to deal with. But just know that Mama B, what's her name? Mama D, I'm sorry. Mama D is also part of the package. She comes along with that man. So we don't want any other drama. And there's also Bambi to deal with. There's Erica also in the background. Like, Diamond, oh my God. So, yeah. I hope Summer does not take that seriously. Let me know, you guys, in the comment section. Would you be here for a Summer Walker and a Lil Scrappy relationship? Or are you like me saying, no, thank you, we've had enough drama? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Taye. Like, I'm saving the last information that I just discovered, that I just saw circulating on the internet for last, because I do feel like it's kind of hectic. Okay, so it seems like an X account that belongs to Taye is out there talking about devastating news and things like that. So these are the tweets that they posted. They said, we have devastating news regarding Taye, and then another tweet says, please pray for Taye. We will be updating you as more information becomes available. And it seems like people in the comment sections are not having it, because they feel like, well, that's another attempt at trying to do what they did the other time when they were out there, I don't know, circulating fake news that, well, she was no more. Okay, so honestly speaking, I do hope that they are not doing that, because that's absolutely distasteful. Okay, and the next thing that we are going to be talking about, okay, it seems like this video, I might as well just title it Karma, because in the video that I recorded earlier on, I was talking about how Karma would visit certain people, like the men from Fraudulent Nation. I think that this one is going to come before the Fraudulent Nation's the Fraudulent Nation men's video. So anyway, in that video, I was talking about how God is no respecter of persons. It seems like already people are speaking up when it comes to this man. There is a former employee of D-Row that is coming out here basically alleging that the man from Fraudulent Nation was in an inappropriate relationship with the likes of Aaliyah as well as Foxy Brown before they had turned the proper age, allegedly. And so, like I said, it's only a matter of time. Joe Biden likes to say, oh, now it's time to exert the power. Powerful people, all power this. But every dog has its day. Like, every single dog has its day. And honestly, when you start seeing things like that circulating, imagine when all those things were circulating about the dealer and people were like, oh, he's untouchable, or you can't do anything to him. And these things are gonna come into perspective when that man's day is actually going to come as well. But you know what? Let me maybe first insert what this worker had to say, and then I will catch you afterwards.
When you were running around with with Suge during the heyday of the Death Row days, did you ever have any interactions or stories with Aaliyah by any chance?
I'm going to expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage? Y'all forgot about Jay, huh? We only know about Damon Dash messing with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But that ain't the only one that Jay had when she was underage. Y'all remember and Jay. Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could love you better. But I'm just saying all that to say, Foxy was young then as well. And so, all of these guys and the underage young ladies was running rapid.
Well,
in the
there
90s.
you heard what that man had to say. Do you guys believe what he is saying? And if you actually do believe, do you think that, well, Foxy Brown is going to step up at some point? Or is it a situation where she will probably continue speaking, cryptic things, messages and things like that? Well, we are speculating that she might actually be dropping that documentary finally. But do I think that it has enough tea that we're looking for? By now, I'm sure allegedly they might have, in my own opinion, tried to reach her to say, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. Maybe NDAs were also signed, like who knows? Okay, so yeah, it might take time, but I definitely know that it's coming. And that's one thing about karma. It may delay to the point where you feel like you're excused, you're untouchable, but one day it will always catch up with you. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. And until the next one, see you.